Remember, we were just talking about mock drills yesterday, and the question that a lot of you asked is that, are we preparing for a war? It is a limited war right now vis-a-vis Pakistan, but this is a war against terror. Now, what has happened over the last few hours will help you decode where is this story really going. And this is not the end of it. This, remember, is just the first chapter in this big fight against terror. Now, I'm already assuming that a lot of you are aware of the kind of information that is out in the public domain, the pictures, what Pakistan has said, but let's quickly decode 7 important things that you need to know vis-a-vis the strike by India on Pakistan. Now, this is a targeted response to the Pahalgam attack, is what New Delhi has made very, very clear. The strikes happened between 1:05 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. last night. Operation Sindoor. Now, you can't miss the symbolism here. Operation Sindoor is such a powerful emotion right now that has been captured with the kind of code name that we have seen being used. The buzz is that the Prime Minister himself has given a green flag for Operation Sindoor and he approved this code name. It is not just, emotionally very resonant when you talk of Operation Sindoor, but also very symbolically heroic. That is what Operation Sindoor is. Because remember when the first pictures of the attack came in and you saw that picture of Himanshi just sitting in silent shock perhaps next to the lifeless dead body of her husband wearing her chuda. That is an image that moved the entire country. That is an image that made you just pause and think. Where is Pakistan headed? How many red lines is it willing to cross? Why is it here attacking civilians? What is clear is that Pak wanted to target men, and that is why when you have Operation Sindoor, and like I said, it is so poignant just in the code name, because Himanshi was married for less than a week, and she was there for her honeymoon when tragedy struck and the naval officer Vinay Narwal lost his life. So it is what many say the right payback term right now for Pakistan with what it caused, the enormity of the grief, the symbolism and the power in the action by India. So that is one bit. A lot of you must have seen the briefing today, and this is our point number 2. The briefing is done by 2 women officers, Colonel Sophia Qureshi, who's of the Indian Army, and Wing Commander Vyomika Singh of the Air Force. What a powerful picture. I mean, no matter what anyone will tell you, but there is just again so much of courage, so much of valor, and so much of a statement in that entire briefing being conducted by these 2 women in uniform. And it is not just a strategy, but a statement. You must also let us know what are your thoughts on this. Let's get you, point number 3. This was a precision strike that was, using some very advanced weapons. Now, these are words again that have been used during the briefing. In fact, Wing Commander Vyomika Singh only said that niche technology weapons were used. Why? Because we wanted to avoid civilian casualties, to prevent any kind of collateral damage and damage to civilian lives and infrastructure. So India very well knew where they are striking, what are the targets, and the idea was only and only to target the terror camps. No civilian casualties, no infrastructure has been targeted. India has made that absolutely clear. The 4th point, no military facilities have been targeted, because that could have been an escalation. So New Delhi hasn't done that. In fact, what we've picked up is the government saying that India's response is focused on dismantling the terror infrastructure. Wing Commander Vyomika again said that we are in fact warning Pakistan that it's not that India is not prepared. India is prepared, and in case, Pakistan escalates, we are ready to strike back. So imagine her in her uniform putting out that clearest message of intent to Pakistan. The other words, the operative words, effective words used by the government and by the agencies as far as the response is concerned are 3 operative words: measured, calibrated, non-escalatory. So this sums up the entire total of why this was needed, why is such a response the need of the hour, and what was this response all about. The fifth important point, and I must, I think say that this is an interesting and a very important departure from a lot of previous times, that a lot of footage and maps were shown. Maps showing you exactly where are the Pak terror camps, footage of before and after the strikes, where you had these 9 areas, the 9 terror camps that have been struck by India. So, based on credible intelligence, you also saw that before and after. So I think this is extremely important, that just hours after this strike, you have India ready with all the proof. And that is why Pakistan today cannot run anywhere. The OIC or anyone else, any other country today cannot give any cover fire to Pakistan. The sixth important point is that the target or the headquarters, remember, of Jaish-e-Mohammed, the Lashkar-e-Toiba, they have been reduced to rubbles. The Jaish headquarters is Bahawalpur and Muridke is the Lashkar headquarters, and we've seen pictures of the attack before and after. The seventh important point is the Pakistan's terror infrastructure. Now, what again we've heard today in the briefing is this entire web of terror infrastructure has been destroyed. There are definitive links to Pak-based terrorists that today the agencies in India have. Definitive link is what they said. There are communication intercepts between the attackers and their handlers in Pakistan. So clearly, again, there is, I think, an attempt by India to just pin down Pakistan where it must be pinned down, on the world stage.